Hey guys, it's Becky Bamboo again. So I'm going to do a follow-up of the pancake eating journey, I guess you could say. Here's what's left. Let's see if I can get it in the camera view. This is hard to do. So, wow. There we go. So I have 4 little pieces left, and I ate 5 pieces of pancake. So I had just over half of what was there to start with. I get asked all the time about eating and about how much do I eat and how do you know when you're full and does it feel funny when you eat, and I get tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of questions about that. So I guess these videos are a good opportunity to kind of talk about that a little bit. So how much do I eat? I'm showing you. I ate just over half the amount that was there. That probably amounted to 4 ounces of pancake, I would say. I did not weigh this out. Sometimes I weigh my food, sometimes I don't. It just kind of depends on what I'm doing in the mood and how much time I have. And since I'm working, I just didn't have a lot of time, and I threw it in a bowl and went with it. How do I know when I'm full? That's the big one. How do you know when you're full? I don't get how you went from being able to eat so much to not eating very much. And well, it takes a lot of time to explain to people that, for one, my stomach is now this big instead of the size of, whatever, a fist or a football, or I don't know what they say, football, I guess. So, I have a much smaller stomach than most people, and then in addition to that, like, how do you know when you're full? What is, like, is there a trigger? Is there an emotional trigger? Is there a physical thing? Okay, so this is how it works for me. I take a bite of food, I put my fork down, I chew, and 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 I chew. Anybody who's ever had a meal with me will know that if you watch me, I spend the majority of the meal chewing and enjoying conversation. I don't really focus on what I'm eating so much because I eat such a little amount of it. Once I chew, I swallow, and I wait a minute. I get a physical trigger to tell me when I'm full. When I am full, my breastbone from my chest, throughout your chest, your sternum, just underneath it to the left-hand side, I get a tightness. Not uncomfortable, not weird, not a yucky feeling, nothing like that. Just a plain and simple tightness to my chest to tell me to stop eating. And it's kind of that feeling like I get to know, like, if I take another bite, it's going to be too much. It just tells you. And it's hard to explain, and I think that the excuse me, that the trigger is probably a little bit different for everybody. So you're going to have to learn after surgery what is the trigger for you. It may not be the tightness under the chest. It may be something else entirely. So you're just going to have to wait and see and kind of go slow. That's the best advice I can give to anybody who's pre-op or who's post-op and just getting back into eating real food. Go slow. Take a bite. Put your fork down, chew the hell out of it, swallow, wait, take another bite. It takes like 20 minutes for your stomach to tell your brain that you're full. So you need to try to time your meals to where you're taking at least between 20 and 30 minutes to eat a meal. That initially was very difficult for me to do. But now it's kind of like old hat, and I don't have to really think about it or worry about it. And the thing that is, initially I thought that going to meals might be kind of different or difficult because I would be done eating before everybody else, and I would have this plate of food in front of me and want to keep eating. But that's not at all what happens, because I chew so much, and we have to chew so much, otherwise you get the lovely stuck feeling. And it'll only take one time of getting that to strive to not do it. Does it still happen? Yes. Are you careless? Yes. If you get in a hurry, does it happen? Yes. I just actually had it happen yesterday evening. I was in a hurry, trying to get done eating to go to my fitness class, and I got stuck. I got it stuck. I was eating chicken and shrimp, and it got stuck. So it's not comfortable. It is very extraordinarily uncomfortable to get stuck. Is it worse to dump? Yep. Dumping is worse. But, you know, these things are there for a reason. It teaches us. It reminds us. It's, you know, in a way it's good that I got stuck yesterday, because it was a good reminder to me that I need to not rush through meals. So what I find is when I go out to meals with people, I spend 90% of the time chewing and enjoying conversation and whatnot. And, you know, I end up finishing what I can eat at the same time as what other people finish their normal meals. So within 20 to 30 minutes, I've completed what I can eat, and so does the average person. So it's nothing unusual. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's just the way that it works. So anyway, I'm putting this out there this morning. When I have lunch, I'll try to do a video of my lunch and whatnot. If you have any questions for me about eating, or how I go about eating or cooking or anything like that, go ahead and light me up with them, and I'll try to answer them throughout the day today. I'll try to stay on top of it and get as many answers as I can. So if anybody, this is your chance. If you guys pre-oppers or post-oppers or whatever have questions for me about food, shoot them my way today, and I will make it a day about food. So anyway, I will check back in with you guys around noon, and then again this evening for supper, and that's going to be that. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.